Have you ever found yourself wide awake at 3 a.m. while the rest of the world is deep in sleep? No traffic sounds, no birds chirping, just an eerie kind of silence. And there you are, lying in the dark, eyes wide open, heart beating softly, but uneasily. You stare up at the ceiling and ask yourself, why am I awake right now? What is my body trying to tell me? It might seem like no big deal. After all, who hasn't had a sleepless night? But if this keeps happening, especially in older adults, could be a quiet warning sign, not just about sleep, but something deeper, possibly connected to heart issues, breathing problems, depression, or even late-stage changes in the body we might not be ready to face. Don't ignore it. Sleep is one of the most honest reflections of a person's overall health. And the time you wake up, especially if it's around 3 a.m., might be revealing more than you realize. In today's video, we'll uncover the hidden reasons behind waking up in the middle of the night and why it's especially important for the elderly. It's no accident. It's not just a habit or a sign of getting older. Each reason is a signal, a subtle message from your body, telling you something's going on inside. Maybe it's a small disruption in your body clock, a call from a stressed-out nervous system, or a quiet reaction from your heart, your liver, your mind, things you've never really paid attention to before. Knowing these 5 clues won't just help you, or the elderly loved ones in your life, sleep better every night. It could also be the key to improving overall health, living longer, and most importantly, finding real peace of mind. So, what is 3 a.m. trying to tell you? Let's start with the first reason. Reason 1, melatonin decline. When your body clock starts to fall out of sync. There's a hormone, small but mighty, the golden key to deep, restful sleep, melatonin. Our bodies naturally produce melatonin at night, as the light around us fades. It's like a gentle whisper to the brain that says, time to rest, relax, and drift off to sleep. But here's something not everyone knows. Melatonin production drops as we age. When you're young, your body makes enough melatonin to keep you sleeping soundly all night long. But once you hit your 60s, that production starts to take a serious dip. What's interesting is that around 3 a.m., melatonin levels hit their lowest point. The result? You wake up, not because of noise, not because of stress, but simply because your body no longer has enough of this natural sleep medicine to keep you dreaming. Take John's story, he's 72. He used to be a solid sleeper, as he puts it. I'd sleep straight through from night till morning, not knowing day from night. But after turning 70, things changed. He started waking up exactly at 3 a.m. No dreams, no clear reason. His body just popped up like an alarm clock set to that time. At first, he thought it was just old age. But after weeks of this, he decided to dig deeper. What he found? Blue light from LED lights, phones, and TVs at night was messing with his melatonin production. Plus, he didn't have a relaxing bedtime routine, so his brain didn't know when it was time to wind down. So John made some changes. He switched to reading a real book instead of watching TV. He turned off bright lights after 9 p.m. He used a small night lamp with soft, warm light like a sunset. And after consulting his doctor, he started taking a low-dose melatonin supplement, completely safe. The result? His sleep slowly found its peace again. No more waking up at 3 a.m. No more tossing and turning or dragging through the next day. Here's a quick tip for you or an elderly loved one. Avoid blue light from phones, computers, and TVs for at least an hour before bed. Use soft, warm-colored night lights, yellow or orange, not too bright. Talk to your doctor about melatonin supplements, especially if you keep waking up at night. Sleep isn't just a habit. It's a powerful indicator of your body's inner balance. And sometimes, just tweaking a few small things can help you find real peace in the darkness. Reason 2. Sleep phase shift. When your body goes to bed early, without you even noticing. Most of us think waking up at 3 a.m. means something's wrong, like a sleep disorder. But there's actually a very common phenomenon in older adults called sleep phase shift. Simply put, it's when your body clock runs earlier than usual. The older you get, the more your body tends to shift rest time earlier. Instead of feeling sleepy at 11 p.m., you get tired around 8 or 9 p.m. So if you hit the hay at 9 p.m., waking up at 3 a.m. after 6 hours of sleep is totally normal. The problem? You don't realize you're going to bed too early. And when you wake up in the middle of the night, you think you're having insomnia or a disorder. But really, your body has already had enough sleep. It's just out of sync. Take Mr. Bound, 68 years old. He thought he had insomnia. Every night, he'd fall asleep at 9 p.m., exhausted after dinner, then wake up at 3 a.m., clear-headed but unable to get back to sleep. He felt lost, anxious, and the more he worried, the harder it was to fall back asleep. Until one day, his son, who's a doctor, asked a simple question. "What time do you go to bed, Dad?" When Mr. Bound said 9 p.m., his son smiled and said, "Dad, you're getting a solid 6 hours of sleep. You're not insomniac. You're just going to bed too early." That was the wake-up call for Mr. Bound. Instead of eating dinner at 6 like usual, he pushed it back to 7. He stopped watching TV right after dinner and took a light walk outside. He read a bit, played chess with his grandkid, and only went to bed when he truly felt tired. Most importantly, he avoided napping early in the evening, even just 10 or 15 minutes. The result? After a week of these changes, Mr. Bound started falling asleep closer to 11 p.m. and waking up around 5:30 a.m., right with the sunrise. No more tossing and turning in the middle of the night, no more anxiety. If you, or an older loved one, find yourself waking up around 3 a.m., ask yourself, am I going to bed too early without realizing it? Here are a few simple tips to help reset your body's clock. Eat dinner a little later, around 7 p.m., so you're not sleepy too early. Do light activities in the early evening like walking, reading, or chatting. Avoid napping in the evening, even if you just feel a little drowsy for a few minutes. Your body isn't sleeping wrong. It just needs a little nudge to sync back up with daily life. Reason 3. Your body is being disturbed. Silent nighttime interruptions. Sometimes you wake up at 3 a.m. and you have no idea why. No nightmares, no noise, no clear stress, just awake, quietly, and struggling to fall back asleep. But actually, in that silence, your body is being disturbed, not by sound, but by tiny, subtle signals. A dull ache in your knee, a burning feeling from acid reflux, a dry, uncomfortable mouth, or pressure on your bladder telling you, it's time to go. Especially in older adults, these signs aren't loud or obvious, but they're enough to break your sleep right when your body is most vulnerable. Around 3 a.m., take Ellen, 76 years old. She was exhausted from weeks of sleepless nights. Every night, she'd wake around 3 a.m. and toss and turn until morning. Her family thought it was stress or age-related nervous issues, but her doctor found a surprisingly simple cause. She was taking a diuretic in the late afternoon around 5 p.m. So around 3 a.m., the medication was still working, and her bladder started waking her up. She didn't feel an urgent need to pee, just discomfort, a slight nausea, and wakefulness. A sleep stolen by a tiny daily habit. From that day on, Ellen switched to taking her diuretic earlier, in the early afternoon around 1 or 2 p.m. Her doctor also reviewed her meds to make sure nothing else was messing with her sleep. The result? After just a few days, she stopped waking up at 3 a.m. Her sleep became continuous and deeper, and she woke up energized. Here's an important tip. Keep track of when you take your meds, especially diuretics, blood pressure meds, or anything mildly stimulating. Watch out for nighttime bathroom trips, acid reflux, or mild joint pain. Sometimes you don't notice, but your body sure does. Talk to your doctor if you suspect meds or health issues are disturbing your sleep. Sleep is a precious gift, but it's easy to lose over small things. Don't let a late pill or a quiet ache pull you awake when you should be deep in dreamland. Reason 4. Lifestyle changes. When your body clock gradually shifts without you noticing. The older we get, the slower life seems to move. That's a beautiful thing, but it also brings quiet changes most people don't realize. You start eating dinner earlier, moving less, and usually wrapping up your day sooner than before. Maybe you even nod off watching TV around 7 p.m. And then, no surprise, 3 a.m. hits, and you wake up like an alarm clock. That's not insomnia. It's your body finishing an early sleep cycle because your daily rhythm is way too early and too quiet. Take Mr. Walter, 74 years old. He went through exactly this. After retiring, he settled into a quiet life. Dinner at 5 p.m., a little TV, then dozing off by 8 p.m. He didn't set an alarm, but every night at 3 a.m., he'd wake up, wide-eyed, fully alert, no sleepiness left. At first, he thought it was just aging or a sleep disorder. But after talking to a friend who used to be a sleep coach, he realized the problem wasn't just sleep, it was his whole daily rhythm. Mr. Walter made some changes. Instead of sitting after dinner, he took a 20-minute walk around the yard. He read longer or called his kids and grandkids in the evening. He pushed dinner back to 6:30 p.m. And most importantly, he avoided nodding off in front of the TV, even for a few minutes. He also kept his home lighting soft but bright enough, not too dark, to avoid tricking his brain into thinking it's bedtime. After a few weeks, things started to feel different. He went to bed later, around 10 p.m., and woke up closer to 6 a.m. No more waking up in the middle of the night. No more restless, jittery feelings. Just solid, uninterrupted sleep and a calm, refreshed mind every morning. Here are some simple but helpful tips if you, or an older loved one, are dealing with the same thing. Add light activity in the early evening. Walking, watering plants, reading, chatting. Delay dinner and bedtime so your body doesn't kickstart sleep too early. Keep your home lighting softly bright in the evening to help your brain stay alert. Sometimes just a small change in daily rhythm is enough to get your body back on track, where sleep comes at the right time, and you no longer wake up when the night's only halfway through. Reason 5. A restless mind when your soul just can't sleep. 3 a.m. It's not just the time when the body is easiest to wake up. It's the moment when many souls truly start to stir. In the quiet darkness, memories, regrets, old feelings flare up. They don't come from the body, they come straight from the heart. A heart that hasn't found peace yet. Mrs. Gloria, 80 years old, spent many sleepless nights with her mind racing. No joint pain, no nighttime bathroom trips. No disrupted body clock either. She woke simply because she missed her late husband, missed the days gone by. Every time she woke in the night, those feelings flooded in, making it hard to fall back asleep. Loneliness, words left unsaid, beautiful memories mixed with regrets. They swirled in her mind like a silent, haunting melody. But then, she found a way to face those restless nights. She kept a small notebook by her bed. Every time she woke, she'd jot down a few lines, thoughts, words she wished to say, or simply a message of love to the one she lost. Writing it down helped clear her mind, and when she put the pen down, she felt lighter, ready to sleep again. She'd also play soft, soothing music, helping her soul relax and slowly drift into dreams. If you or someone you love is going through restless nights because the mind won't rest, here are a few gentle tips. Keep a short journal. Write down thoughts and feelings when you wake up. Send loving messages, whether to yourself or someone who's passed, to ease the heart. Listen to soft, calming music, to relax your soul and gently let go of worries. 3 a.m. isn't just when your body wakes up, it's when your soul calls out for peace. Let your heart be heard. Let it speak, then gently return to sleep, deep, full, and calm. If you, or someone you love, often wake up at 3 a.m., don't rush to worry or feel uneasy. See it as a soft message from your body and mind, a reminder that something is shifting deep inside, waiting for you to listen and understand. You're not alone on this journey, and it's not just about getting old. You're stepping into a new chapter of life, a phase full of depth, rich with unique experiences, emotions, and gratitude. Be gentle with yourself. Take time to care for your whole self, body, and soul, because when you understand and honor your body, you'll find peace, true quality sleep, and a calm, content heart. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Wishing you and your loved ones health and energy every day. If you've ever woken up at 3 a.m., drop a 5 in the comments below, so we know you're not alone on this path. And if this video touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your loved ones. Together, we'll learn to sleep better and live each day with more peace and fullness.